Hi fellow crafters, it's Jeannie Rainey again in my craft room to share a fun card with you. We're going to be using Poinsettia Petals stamp set and a couple of punches. The card stock is Cherry Cobbler, white, and Old Olive that we'll be using. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use Old Olive ink with a sponge, Cherry Cobbler ink with a sponge, and Memento Black. First we'll be stamping on our poinsettias and leaves. With the bigger stamps, I like to put them face up and push the ink down onto the stamp for a better image. I'm just going to create a background here by randomly stamping the poinsettias, and then I'll do the same with the leaves. When you use these photopolymer stamps, you need to use your piercing mat to get the best impression. The red rubber stamps have built-in rubber to give a good impression. Nice thing about these is you can see through them, so if you don't stamp sufficiently, you can put them back down and get a good image. Then I'm going to quickly color them with a sponge, and I just go in a circular motion just to get a little bit of color, give you the idea that they're colored. Quick and easy. And I'm just going to take and just go over a little bit to cover up some of the white surfaces so that they're not so stark white. Then I'm going to take this, it is an 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm going to cut it into fourths. So I'll cut it to 4 1/4, and then I'll cut each of those to 2 1/8. I'll set those aside. Then I want to finish with my sentiments. Going to be using Old Olive, again on the piercing mat, to give a beautiful crisp print. Then I'll bring in my little strip of white that Merry Christmas will go on. Then my stamping is done. Bring in my trimmer, and I'm going to score my card base. It's an 8.5 by 11. I'm going to score it 5.5, and then each side at 2 3/4. That makes 4 equal parts, 4 equal sections. Then I'm gonna fold them. Bring in my punches. This is the Braided Border Punch. Now this punch right now is only available in the clearance rack, so it's available while supplies last. So if you want this punch, get over to the clearance rack before they're gone. It works so perfectly with this card style. Then we're going to bring in the Everyday Label punch and punch 2 sheets at a time, so on the fold. There you go. Just Doesn't that look like a nice screen card or a base for the screen card? Then all you do is puzzle your pieces together and we're almost done. And of course I got a big glob of glue. Easily taken care of. There we go. And just piece the pieces together, put the sentiment on the piece of old olive, and then we're gonna banner trim it. Can't forget to decorate the envelope. This is a legal size envelope. You can get them at any office store. Add some color. Almost done. There we go. Just needed to trim down just a little bit off that sentiment to fit into the envelope. Super fun and easy. Thanks for joining me today. The stamp set again is Poinsettia Petals, and remember the Braided Border Punch is only available in the clearance rack right now. The other punch, Everyday Label, is in our current catalog. Thanks for joining me. Bye.